Stick a fork in it. It's done, ladies and gentlemen. Cracker Barrel is rescinding all changes, abandoning the blandification of the brand. Uncle Herschel is back. No more remodels. The menu, leave it alone, and they might even start baking the biscuits fresh again. But, friends, today, it's time to decide, how long does the CEO who staked her entire career on these changes get to go on as the leader of the barrel? Hello, folks, and welcome back to the Pro Channel. It is a joy as ever, and today we are covering the breaking news that came out earlier this morning regarding Cracker Barrel. Now, I can't do a Cracker Barrel video every single time, but this stuff is happening quickly. My gosh, this is wonderful to see, because what we're getting to witness is, in real time, a business realizing they were going to go out of business if they stuck with the wokeification of their corporation. And I suspect that much bigger companies like Disney, that they're going to wake up to that as well over the next years. The bigger the company, the harder it is, the longer it takes for them to fall. But I think that's what's going to happen. We've got a panel of excellence, folks. We ask that you click the like button, and in the comments below, tell us, what will it take to get you back at Cracker Barrel? Have they now succeeded by abandoning everything they were planning to do? We've got breaking news. Let's get to it right now. Just before the show started, Cracker Barrel made the following announcement. You've shared your voices in recent weeks, not just on our logo, but also on our restaurants. We're continuing to listen. Today, we're suspending our remodels, which we told you here on the channel they had not done that. They hadn't. They were moving forward. If your restaurant hasn't been remodeled, you don't need to worry. It won't be. With our recent announcement that our old-timer, that's Uncle Herschel, he's a real guy, logo will remain, along with our bigger focus in the kitchen and on our plate, we hope that today's step reinforces that we hear you. It says, learn more at crackerbarrel.com/allthemore, which means that they've got a new campaign to bring you back called All the More. Oh, that's a good one, right? So we completely screwed this up. We totally ruined our restaurants. Nobody's going to come back. Quick, PR crisis team, what are we going to call this reset? All the More. Okay, so here's the deal now, what we got to ask. So this woke Karen CEO that came in to change Cracker Barrel and turn it into something completely different, her entire existence, her entire reason for being the CEO was staked on doing this. So now that this is gone, how can she not be gone? And to take this a little bit beyond, I would ask, are they going to remodel the remodeled stores? Because those are not going to be able to survive. So are you going to close all of them? Because every time everybody steps into a Cracker Barrel that looks like those, they're going to say, screw this. This is not the one we want to go to, right? We've also got this out of iHeart Country. Cracker Barrel made another surprising decision before logo debacle. What we're finding out, and this is by Jason Hall, you all can go read the article, is that Cracker Barrel and the CEO, while they were doing all this woke stuff, they basically turned it into cafeteria food. It's just microwaved, heated up crap. I mean, really, and honestly, truly. If we go to That Park Place, Marvin Martinero is covering this. Cracker Barrel suspends restaurant redesigns, leans back into tradition with All the More campaign, but controversial CEO remains. Now, the fascinating thing about what's happening is, we believe the CEO is trying to survive past when shareholders get their vote on leadership for the restaurant. And we think that's going to happen in late November or early December. So for her to give up on everything she came up with for this, the entire, and by the way, they bet more than half of the market capitalization of the company on it. They were worth about $1.2 billion, but they're not worth that anymore. And she bet more than $700 million on rebranding everything. They, by the way, also said, don't forget, they said that Cracker Barrel was irrelevant now. That's why they had to change. Now they've had to go back and be like, you know that thing we said was irrelevant? We clearly don't understand the first thing about the market and what they want from us. Because it turns out we're not irrelevant anymore. Nat, can the CEO survive until late November, December, or does she have to go? Is this the captain goes down with the ship? Does the captain go down with the redesign?
Well, she'll try not to, but she does have to go. I think most people have pinpointed her as the source of everything, even if it might have been a decision that went through multiple levels. I mean, she's at the head, she's the face of it, and she's a very clear face that we've seen over and over again. When these kinds of things happen, at least in people's imaginations, they point to that. So I do think she won't be able to stand. But at the same time, as you mentioned, and as even the old founder mentioned, it's the food as well that has to change. I mean, now they've made some people happier, at least, with saying they're going to stop it. Now we'll see if they're going to actually make the older restaurants look the way the ones that they did redesign look the way they used to. But if the food isn't good, the problem I think is still going to be there, because people will, now there's all this attention and people will try to go eat there. And if it's not on par with what they remembered when they used to go there, maybe, then I don't know if that's going to work either.
Yeah, this strategy is amazing to me, because what they appeared to have decided is paint the walls white, strip out everything that, references what Cracker Barrel is, dumb down the food, and I guess they just thought these people who eat out at our restaurants, they're so dumb. They're so stupid. They're uncultured. They're poor, they're middle class. They don't know what's good and what's not. So just heat up some green beans from a can. Like, I know we've done it this other way this whole time, and that's what no, they're so tasteless. They won't even know the difference. Heat up some biscuits from a few days ago. It doesn't matter. These people they'll eat it up, and we'll change to the mimosas, and we'll bring in the West Coast crowd. Marvin, do you think that they will remodel the restaurants that they went ahead, or are they? I kind of think they might be out of money. This is costing them so much, they might not be able to afford to fix it.
With how much money they lost on this, I don't think they can afford to remodel these restaurants. I think that, unfortunately, if your restaurant was remodeled, it's staying that way. And if they were going to revert the restaurants back, that would have been in what they said. And this CEO, by the way, Pro, she is the face of this remodel, but now she's trying to be the face of this All the More campaign. She's the one that went on Good Morning America to be like, we're coming back to tradition. Like, it is so glaringly obvious what she's doing. Please, please don't fire me. Please don't get rid of me. I mean, look, 12% at 94 million lost in market value. I mean, if she keeps her job, this might be more egregious than Kathleen Kennedy keeping her job.
Well, and here's what we got to say too. So it's down 12%, right? That was what they lost on the announcement of the rebrand. Okay. But it was going to get worse. That's what people need to understand. Had they continued, this was going to keep dropping. This wasn't like a backlash and a rebound. This was like a backlash, and then people kept getting angrier and angrier. And here's the thing. I want to make this kind of connection if we can. So, Jonas, Disney has been doing a lot of this blanding of the brand, right? They no longer have the iconography. It's no longer the same company that it once was. And what I'm curious about, Jonas, is are we watching Disney and a few of these other companies that are dedicated to this, are we watching them follow the same trajectory, just more slowly because they're much larger companies?
You know what's interesting about Cracker Barrel is that it's one product, one company, one thing, and it's the 100% of the company. When she was at Yum Brands, she represented Taco Bell, which was a single vertical of a company that had Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, KFC, Habit Burger. They had some Chinese holdings as well that kind of gets a little bit more messy there. But Taco Bell could suffer a little bit, and also Taco Bell isn't exactly known for quality.
Well, I will congratulate her making the Baja Blast organic. Not everybody saw that one coming.
And plus, you have really discerning tastes when they savor the bouquet of the Mountain Dew Baja Blast, obviously, whenever they sip that one. With Cracker Barrel, there is one thing that you do, and it only comes up once every now and then, and it is always, if it's a travel thing, it always comes up next to several other options. And if you have a bad time at Cracker Barrel, you're going to factor that into the next time you do it. So maybe somebody's going to go, oh, we went one time and it was bad. Maybe it's going to be that they'll give them one more chance. But if Cracker Barrel looks different and the food's not as good at the same time, people are just done with it. So I think this is something where they have to sell people on the idea that they're going back. They need to take it. They need to be thinking about new Coke. Is what they need to be thinking about.
Well, you know what's going to happen, Jonas? What's going to happen here is you're going to have a backlash to the backlash now, because this always happens. So Cracker Barrel was probably largely seen in a positive light before they did all this, and they had watered down the brand already. They were trying to chase the West Coast. But what will happen now is, guarantee you're going to see on MS Now, I mean MSNBC, they haven't changed yet, on CNN, on Kimmel, on Colbert. They're going to mock Cracker Barrel. They're going to laugh at them. They're going to make fun of them. And you're going to see a bifurcation at Cracker Barrel. Now, I know that most people who go to Cracker Barrel likely are conservative. I get that, right? It's thematically aimed in that direction. But you're going to see now that Cracker Barrel can't go back, right? There's going to be a percentage of people now who they'll be emotionally attached to the idea that Cracker Barrel caved to the Orange Man. We're not eating there. We'll get our grits elsewhere.
Well, I would like to defy the idea that Cracker Barrel, from the rank and file, right? There's the people that run parties. There's the people that are in media institutions, which are almost the same thing there. But the average person going down the interstate that just wants to have a good meal, or the people that would be appealed to by a populist image on either side of the political divide, I think they're all fine with how Cracker Barrel was from a quality of food standpoint. People don't mind theming. People don't mind stepping into another world. I don't want rolls thrown at me necessarily, but I'll go eat at Lambert's when I'm on vacation. Whatever. I think the elitists who would never step foot in a Cracker Barrel, those are the people with the megaphone that would say, oh, look at what the conservatives did. They'll interpret it as a conservative thing when really it's on brand for conservatives. But I think across the board, most people are not crazy about that rebrand.
Well, I don't understand why anybody's surprised by what she did, though. Like, why they didn't see this coming, because she was at Taco Bell, and one of the big decisions that she made, Nat, I don't know if you know about this one, but she decided to get rid of the menu item that had been at Taco Bell forever, the Mexican pizza. And why did the Mexican pizza have to go? Because it's offensive. Because pizza is Italian, and you put it on a burrito, and like it was offensive. It was offensive to the cultures. So the Mexican pizza had to go bye-bye, right? And as soon as she went bye-bye to Cracker Barrel, Taco Bell said, give us back the freaking pizza that the people want to eat.
And it's funny because here in Mexico, our pizza is not very good anyway. So I'm sure it got improved by merging both worlds anyways.
Right. But this is the lady who hates the Mexican pizza.
I think Nat and I, on behalf of the Mexican people and the Italian people, can say we're cool with it.
You know what? Jonas and I are going to slip out and let you two work this out. If you two could be ambassadors for the Mexican pizza, please. Jonas, let's get out of here. Jonas, you good with that? All right.
Actually, I got something I want. Since we're talking about international travel during this show, when I was in France, before I went in, I forget where I was exactly. No. This might have been my London trip. Anyways, in London, I went and I got the America burger at a McDonald's because I love going into other countries' versions of American food because it's always a little bit off. There was a New York burger, and it had a bagel, like a poppy seed everything bagel for a bun, with just a quarter pounder patty on it. It was the most disgusting burger I think I have ever had in my life, and also not anything that I would associate with New York. So I don't think America has the trademark on gag food. Sorry, maybe joke food I should use. Although that America burger was pretty close to gag food. I don't think America has the trademark on quote unquote offensive gimmick food here.
Well, I'll tell you this. Santiago, Chile had the best hamburger I ever had at a place called Publicity, where this was about 20 years ago. First time I ever had a hamburger that had tons and tons of avocado on it, and I fell in love. It was the burger of mis sueños. And I'm so glad that now we've all discovered you can put avocado on a burger, but you can't put woke on a Cracker Barrel. It just doesn't work. Again, folks, woke went totally broke, and now I can tell you what they're going to say. They're going to say, well, it wasn't really woke. It was something different. Yeah, we know what it was. Before we wrap this one up, though, I just want to say, Marvin, Nat, this is your chance. Mexican pizza. If you two could iron things out, maybe we can convince the Cracker Barrel CEO to let it go, and let people combine and have fun with the food items and the things they love and they cherish, and not be embarrassed of the culinary pleasures we take. Can you guys handshake on that?
We'll figure it out.
Mexican pizza is good.
Yeah.
If it's done in America, not here.
Uh-oh. That's going to
are we talking about the Taco Bell Mexican pizza, or are we talking about pizza in Mexico?
Taco Bell pizza, all good. Pizza in Mexico, avoid it, in my opinion.
No, if I was in Mexico, I think the last thing I would order on a menu would be pizza.
As ever, folks, we endeavor to have a good time here on the Pro Channel, and I have to say that spending time with you, talking about things that truly matter, like the stories that shape our lives and our culture, well, it is the ride of a lifetime to steal from Bob Iger. And that's the only thing we'll steal from Bob because he has great security around his yacht. Folks, as we get ready to say goodbye, consider clicking the like button, share, subscribe, click it, and stick it to the algorithms. It is the notification bell. Drop a comment right on down below. Let us know your thoughts. We would love to hear from you. And folks, worry not, for more content is still on the way. 3 or 4 times a day. Let's do 4. I think that's better. And you know what? Don't forget that the Pro Show is live Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon Eastern. You can also join us for our friends on That Park Place, our partner program. We have a good time there too. Folks, until the next time we get the opportunity to have a good time with you, keep learning, keep growing, and as ever, keep having fun.
Jump into the water.
Why listen to music made by people and companies who really don't like you? Check out Vacation Radio today and prepare for all new content made by the people behind the WDW Pro Channel. It's the place you need for all the music. That should be fun.
Want it all, so I give them cannonball. Yeah!
Hundreds of songs, every genre you can imagine. Listen live on YouTube and enjoy a set list that's always sunny. It's Vacation Radio.
Arizona. Pineapple pizza, Hawaiian ice freeze, yeah. Can't wait to be up. 3 days of you and me.
What are you waiting for? Every WDW Pro video has a link to Vacation Radio in the video description. Try it out and subscribe today.